Hi, welcome to Talking with Zombies, basically the show where I talk to zombies for once a month and tell them what my plans are for this upcoming month or what's going on in my life and all that. This is gonna be a short one because one, I wasn't really ready for talking with zombies. The end of the month creeped up on me, so I didn't really have a chance to practice any Easter eggs offline. And two, wasn't actually really planning on doing talking with zombies because I messed up with scheduling. So let me get into it. All right, picture this. 1 month ago, I set out to play a game so I could play the sequel of said game on Twitch and like when it came out. So 1 month ago, I started playing Death Stranding, and my god, that was such a good game. I have a full playthrough. There's a playlist on my channel right now if you want to watch it. Death Stranding was such a good game. Now, here's the problem. I finished the game. I know, it's crazy. Is that the problem? No, it's not the problem. The problem is the sequel. I knew the sequel was coming out. The sequel came out today when I am recording this Talking with Zombies. And I kid you not, throughout this whole entire time, I didn't know the sequel was PS5 exclusive. That's right. Uh, it's a console exclusive game and I don't have a PS5. I am currently playing this on my Xbox. See, look it down right there. I'm playing on my Xbox. I played all of Death Stranding on my Xbox, and I don't have a PS5 because I think, well, I just don't want a PS5. I've had an Xbox all my life, and yeah, I'm an Xbox guy. So when I learned that there was a PS5 exclusive, I was actually heartbroken. It made me very sad. I was like, oh shit, I can't play this. Damn. Wait a minute. What the hell am I gonna be doing for this month? And so this is why I'm doing a Talking with Zombies, because I forgot I needed to I need to like talk about what I'm going to do this month, because my original plan is blocked by console exclusives. So let me just say, I think console exclusives are one of the most horrible things in the world. No, it's not the most horrible thing. Like, especially when you have, you know, 9/11. Just kidding. But like, I really hate console exclusives. I believe that us gamers should be able to game whatever game we want to game without having to worry about companies having their exclusive products um of making sure that we get this console instead of the other console. Because I need to play, man. I need to play PS5 games but on my Xbox, because god, I hate it. I hate waiting until they're available, because oh my. One big game, one big franchise that I love this franchise. Well, I love this game. I love one of the games. However, because it is the rest of the games that came out with this brand is PS5 exclusive, I can't really play those games. And it is none other than Final Fantasy. I played the original Final Fantasy VII. And when I heard there was gonna be a remake, I was like, "Oh my goodness, I can't wait to." Oh, it's PS4 exclusive. Cool. No, it's fine. It's great. Okay, whatever. I'll wait. And they're just, I think the original remake came out to PC. I want to say 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. And I thought to myself, oh, I can finally play the remake. Oh, I really don't want to play the remake on a PC because I'm not a PC gamer. I'm a console gamer. The only PC games I play on my PC are Terraria. which is crazy because I played that game first on console, but I really like playing it on PC better. Feels more better because, you know, it's originally for PC, and also all the newer updates came out with PC first. And so I was just like, I don't really want to play that. I'm gonna wait until some miracle of a chance that it comes out on Xbox. And sure enough, it did. It really did. I think this year, this winter, the remake, Final Fantasy VII remake is coming out, and I can't wait. I'm gonna be playing that. That's gonna be one of the big games I'm gonna be playing this year, maybe, if it ever comes out. I don't know. There's not a release date. I just looked on Google. I googled it and I was like, when is Final Fantasy VII remake coming? And there's like winter. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll believe that. So yeah, that's great. Ooh, MP40. Juggernaut, nice. But yeah, and also there's Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, 15 is with the bro squad, the bros before ho squad, and 16 is the one with Clive, and that's on Xbox now. Oh, why didn't I just get that instead of what I was gonna pay money for for Death Stranding 2? Well, because I wanted to do something else. But yeah, Final Fantasy 16 is on Xbox, and I was thinking I'm doing a playthrough on it, but I wasn't sure. Like I was like, oh, I could put my money into this or something else, and I put it to something else, but that's a later topic down the road, down the video. And so I was just like, okay, well, where are these zombies? What the hell? Like, I'm sorry, am I crazy? Like, where is he? Just down the street? Where is he? I feel like I'm going crazy. Because I'm like, I feel like if I keep talking, he's gonna sneak up behind me and kill me, and it's gonna be an awkward experience. There we go. But yeah. So I didn't know. I wasn't so sure I wanted to play Final Fantasy 16. If you want me to see me play that, I would love to. Sorry, hold up. But yeah, that was one exclusive that I really can't get into. Also, and there's a lot of indie games I really want to play, but it's all PC exclusive. And see, that one makes sense. I understand indie games being exclusive on the PC because they were all made on the PC. So I'm just like, okay, I can live with that. Like, sure, I can't play what's one? I think Repo. Yeah, Repo is like, I can't play Repo on console, or what else is Phasmophobia was, for the longest time, was only exclusive to PC, but they switched over. So maybe in the future, if like indie games, I want to play them, but I'm just like, I don't want to put on my PC. It's bad enough that I edit on my PC. I don't want to, you know, like, overload it. And then, but, so I just don't like exclusives on certain things. I want to just play all my games on one source. God, why? They're just so far away. And it's like, what can I do? Hi. Is there other more? Yeah, this one. Cool. Where are you guys coming from? Bridge. And okay. And let's see here. What else? I also need to talk about my plans for this month, because you know, since of console exclusives, I need to switch up my plans for this month. So let's talk about that. There's gonna be a new long game that I'm gonna be playing. Like the original plan was Death Stranding 2, but I think it's a good time to switch to this other long game because it's gonna be a nice change of pace. I'm not just gonna go from Death Stranding to Death Stranding 2. Instead, I'm going to be doing my first ever playthrough of Wind Waker, Legend of Zelda. I have mentioned this with the Switch 2. Oh, I wanted to talk about the Switch 2. I mentioned about this when I first got the Switch 2 that I was going to play some of the GameCube games, and Wind Waker is one of the GameCube games I wanted to play, and so I think I'm gonna start that this week. Hopefully this week. I kind of need to do it this week because, well, no, I'm thinking. Either way, Wind Waker, there's gonna be a playthrough on it. I don't know how I'm gonna split it up because, you know, it's my first time playing Wind Waker. I think it's just gonna be from one dungeon to the other dungeon. Like, do episodes like that. Or who knows, I might do episodes like how Game Grumps do their Zelda playthrough. But then again, I'm not consistently funny for 40 minutes to do that type of stuff. So yeah, Wind Waker, look out for that. And soon, well, no, it's in the middle of July, right? Am I thinking? I don't remember the date of the game, but I do want to get the new Donkey Kong game. I'm not a fan of Donkey Kong, okay, but I am a big fan of Donkey Kong music. I use the music I'm probably using the music right now, actually. I might put it into the playlist of this types of videos, of Talking with Zombie videos. So yeah, I'm going to be playing Donkey Kong. I'm hoping I can play Donkey Kong. And that's in the middle of July though, so I'm gonna be playing Wind Waker before that. If it merges, then it's whatever. While I'm doing a playthrough of Wind Waker, I'll also do a playthrough of Donkey Kong when it comes out. And that's gonna be most of, if not all of July. I'm trying to think of what else I could do for diverse content. I'm trying to think, because there's really not that much I could play to spice it up. Because it's just like, on Mondays I can release Wind Waker, and then on Wednesdays I can do Donkey Kong when that comes out. But also trying to think what else I can come out with in between the weeks, or like for Friday.
Yeah, I need a juggernaut tonight.
I'll have to think on that. I might just play random old school games, like, no, I'll get into that later. Like something else, like Kirby or something. And oh wait, actually no, I know what I can do. Ooh, I know what it is. I can play a fighting game that I've been practicing on. I don't play fighting games. I know I suck at fighting games. I know this, but there has been a fighting game I've been playing a lot recently, just because I really love the music and the characters, the character designs, I should say. I don't know the characters personally. I don't know. I think I remember one of their names, but either way, I I have been playing a fighting game that I've been enjoying lately, because I'm starting to realize how each character moves. And so I might do that for Fridays, because I've been wanting to play it, but I haven't really gotten around to it since what's the word I'm looking for? Since I've been busy playing other games like Death Stranding. So that might be what's gonna be going on for July. And who knows, I might play other random games. Like if I for some reason want to play Phasmophobia, I'll play Phasmophobia. If I just want to play Mario Kart for one day, I'll play Mario Kart. I've been actually itching to play Mario Kart lately, so I might do that. And then yeah, and then if I want to play a random NES game or SNES game, I'll do that. It's whatever I'm feeling. Ooh, Annihilator. And let's see here, what else do I need to talk about? Oh, well, yeah, I probably should talk about this. I'm going to LA for a weekend. Look out for that, because actually no. Look out 4th of July weekend. I'm not going to be streaming because I will be in LA for a baseball game. And when I say baseball game, I mean the event that's happening at the baseball stadium that is LA Dodgers. And it is the Hololive night of... Is it Hololive night with LA Dodgers? Last year they did it and it looked amazing. I was like, and I was a Hololive fan before, like during that time, but I was like, oh, I don't want to go to this. I don't really know Hololive members that much. Like I'm barely a fan, so I'll just skip. I just won't think of it too much. I'll see the TikToks and how people are like, what the hell? Why is there a shark throwing a pitch for the LA Dodgers? That's not at all what happens, but but this year my Kami Oshi, as they say, is part of the collab, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have a reason to go to this event. Like there's multiple reasons I should not go to this event, because recently my brother and sister-in-law moved to San Diego, which is 2 hours away from LA, and the day of the event, it's my brother's birthday, which sounds bad, but hear me out. We had a bonding moment of during the World Series. We watched the Dodgers play, because I mean, who else would you watch during the World Series? What, the Yankees? That's a joke. I don't know sports. If that's bad, I'm just an innocent person that's just going to stadium full of baseball fans just to see anime girls. All right, don't attack me. But yeah, I'm super excited for it. We had a bonding moment, and I was like, hey, we should go to the Dodgers game on your birthday, and he was like, okay, and I was like, yes. He totally doesn't know about the event, and then I told him about the event, and he was like, okay, I don't mind, I don't care, it sounds fun, because he was sending me TikToks last year about the event. I was like, haha, that's fun, funny. Does he know I'm a fan? And so that's great. I'm hoping I could get a jersey of my Kami Oshi, which some people, if this ever grazes the earth and you're wondering like, oh, who your Kami Oshi is, it's Biju, Koseki Biju, the one that looks like a kid, the shortest member of them all. Don't ask me why. Actually, no, ask me why, because she's the one that really got me into different types of games. She got me into Devil May Cry, and I love that series now, because I remember when I first like was casually watching her, I would like watch her maybe once a week, maybe, I don't know. Like she showed up on my For You page, and I was not my For You page, my like front page of my YouTube, and I was like, okay, I'll watch this, because I think it was like New Year's. It was a New Year's sale, and I saw all of Devil May Cry, like all of the Devil May Cry games for the New Year's sale, and I was thinking to myself, oh, maybe I should get into Devil May Cry. And like I put up YouTube videos of it, or not put up YouTube videos of it, but like what's the word? I was searching for YouTube videos of it. I was like, oh, maybe this looks good. I don't know for sure. Maybe, I don't know. Should I get into Devil May Cry? And then I saw her stream of her playing 5, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get into Devil May Cry. This game looks amazing. And sure enough, that's how I got into Devil May Cry. I played 1 through 5. I haven't played the reboot because honestly, people say it's a coin flip of whether you think it's good or bad, and honestly I just don't care. So I'm just not gonna play the reboot. And yeah, she's the reason why I got into games. And also whenever like I'm searching up, go like, oh, what other games should I play, like I'll look to her streams, and she's always playing either a co-op game or some other game that I would watch, and I'd be like, this looks badass, I should play it on my own. And I do, because they're really fun games.
Yeah! Did you see the fountain of blood?
Okay, Richtofen, shut up. But yeah, can't wait to go to see baseball and see my Kamiyoshi on the big screen. Baseball fans are going to be wondering, who is this crystal child that's been lost? And I'm going to be like, that's my streamer.
Joy!
Okay, let me just get the, please don't trap me. Oh, they're going to trap me. Nope. I'm amazing. But yeah, what? So that's gonna be fun. And also, there's probably I'm gonna be doing other stuff there, but I don't know for sure. I don't know the itinerary for sure of what we're gonna be doing, because it's gonna be the whole weekend. But the big event that I really wanted to go to is the baseball game, so that's the one I do know we're going to. And yeah, so that weekend I'm not gonna be streaming anytime, so that'll be great. I'll have to make sure I have videos planned for that following week, because I won't be able to like edit and post it. I'll have to stream that week to post the videos, which honestly that's what I kind of do already. It would just be difficult for Monday. Hey, as long as I have a video on Monday for it, then I'll be fine, because I can then just shoot, I'm trying to blank. I can just stream Monday, edit Tuesday, and then it's posted on Wednesday, but then I stream Wednesday and then edit to Thursday, and then video on Friday, and then the weekend I could just do rinse and repeat that, and it just keeps up with my regular schedule. And then I just won't get a break to play all my offline games that I've been getting into lately, so it'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just won't play other games I've been getting into lately. Like, for example, since I have the Switch 3, I just skipped the Switch, the Switch 2, I've been getting into Pokemon lately. Like, usually it looks horrible. Okay, the on the original Switch, Pokemon Violet looked horrible. I'll straight up say it. It was one of the biggest things that made me not get the DLC because I was just like, I don't want to play on the DLC on the Switch. I'll wait. And I did wait because I didn't buy the DLC. I waited until the Switch 2 came out, and it infinitely looks better on the Switch 2 than the original Switch. So then I was, instead of purchasing DMC2 because I was so ready to, I purchased the DLC for Pokemon Violet, and that's what I have. That's what I've been doing this past week, this past few days. No, it's been 2 days, because you know the disappointment was basically 2 days ago. So I've been enjoying that lately. And another game I've been enjoying lately is Fire Emblem, which is weird because I don't play Fire Emblem games. I never played, well, I played one Fire Emblem game, and it's a Fire Emblem game that I didn't even realize was a Fire Emblem game. And if you were to ask a Fire Emblem fan, you'd be like, they might honestly look at you confused, go like, that's a Fire Emblem game? Or like, they'll look at you go like, oh yeah, that game. Yeah, I haven't heard of that game in a while. Because, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it was a Fire Emblem game until I was like halfway through it, and I was like, huh, that's crazy. And it's F.E. Mirage? I think that's what it's called. F.E. Mirage, which the F, I didn't know what the F.E. stand for. I was like, oh, it stands for iron. No, it stands for, it's not even iron. What? F.E. is gold on the periodic table. It was like, oh, it stands for gold. And it's just like, no, it stands for Fire Emblem because there's Fire Emblem personas in that game apparently. I might replay it when I get into more Fire Emblem games, because I'm playing the Fire Emblem game that's on the Game Boy Advance. It's just literally titled Fire Emblem, and it's the one with Lyn. Her name is Lyn. Well, everybody calls her Lyn, but her real name's Lindis. It's in like the first few chapters, so that's not really a spoiler. And she's the main character, excluding yourself. And I've been enjoying it lately. I never thought I would enjoy a Fire Emblem game, but that game so far has made me like it. Where's the other zombie? And yeah, I've been having fun with playing that just on my offline. Like, the amount of times I would undock my Switch, my original Switch, and play on it was next to like 0, because there's something about it that I just didn't like holding in my hand. One of the big reasons was that the controller would disconnect for some reason. Like, it was a little loose on the sides of the Switch, so when I would play on when I would put it into handheld mode, one of the controllers would disconnect, and then it would just disconnect from the game entirely, and then I have to choose of whether I can fix it so I can put it into handheld mode, or would I have to stand up my Switch and then need to just play it as Joy-Cons, which would annoy me a lot. So I'd never really like playing with handheld mode, but on my Switch 2, I've been enjoying it. Like, it's been making me feel a little nostalgic of when I would just play my 3DS around the house and just carrying it around. I don't carry around my Switch, but in my chair when I'm waiting for a video to be processed from Adobe, or if I'm like watching a stream, I would sometimes put it in handheld mode and just play on it, whether it's Pokemon or Fire Emblem. And it's been nice. I've been loving the Switch too. I've been needing an upgrade on my Switch, and I knew I needed an upgrade, but it's been making me realize I definitely needed one, because holy cow, my other Switch, I look at it, I'm like, I don't want to play with you, no. I don't want to play with you anymore. Drops Woody. I'm gonna have to find that picture just so people who watch the YouTube video don't think I'm a crazy person. But yeah, it's been fun. But speaking of Switch 2, do I have the story for you because I just realized this has been the month where I picked up my Switch, and holy cow, that was an experience of going to the midnight release in quotation marks, because it wasn't midnight, spoilers. GameStop apparently was like, hey, because they wanted us to wait until the US hits midnight, that means when the East Coast hits midnight, then all of the other time zones in the US will just have to follow that time, so to hand out Switches. And sure enough, I got my Switch. MST gang, where you at? I showed up to, like, okay, so Switch release was at 10 o'clock because it's MST time. East Coast is 2 hours, so 12 o'clock over there is 10 o'clock over here. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'll show up at 9 o'clock and I'm going to wait, because they gave me a phone call earlier that week, and they'd be like, hey, we know you pre-ordered a Switch, so here's the plans for that day. At 8 o'clock we're gonna be hosting like a Mario Kart or Smash Bros LAN party or whatever, and just a little get together thing. There's gonna be food and stuff. And I'm like, oh wow, GameStop is going really out of its way for the pre-order stuff. Too bad I'm not going. And they're just like, oh yeah, and the Switch 2 is released on 10 o'clock. I was like, okay, 10 o'clock, right? And they're like, whoa, there's all the other stuff at 8 o'clock. 10 o'clock, okay, bye. And then hung up on them. And so I'm like, okay, I'll show up an hour before. Just kidding. No, 45 minutes before. That's when I showed up. Because I was like, I know there's gonna be people. There might be people showing up. I know it's a small town in my GameStop location, but you never know. I'm going to show up early. And sure enough, when I showed up at 9:15, there was people hanging out of the GameStop, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna hang out here with them, because I'm thinking to myself, the people inside are probably enjoying their little party of Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers while waiting for the release. I'm going to wait out here and just chill until the release comes out, or the release time comes. So I'm waiting out there. I'm looking at my phone, seeing other people struggle getting this Switch, and seeing that, was it Walmart or I think it was Walmart, where Walmart over, like, what's it called, over pre-ordered their stock, and they were like, yeah, some of you are not gonna get Switches this tonight. And even though it says that you should be getting your Switch tonight, we're not gonna give you one because we're idiots. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, thank God I just ordered from GameStop. So I'm chilling. I'm just looking through Twitter, and maybe watching a few live streams because that was going on as well. So I'm just chilling. And then the time comes for the release. There's a whole bunch of people. They've kind of made a line outside of the GameStop, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, I'm gonna die. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to,
The service to the Illuminati can continue.
where are they? Actually, I probably should just die and just chat. Maybe. Is there a zipline?
Sliding is so much fun.
Okay, hold up. Hold up. I didn't know I'm slower in the water. Oh, that was a mistake. And so the time comes, and I'm in the line, and I'm chilling. I'm like, if I was to say from the door, I am 20 feet away from the door. So I'm relaxing, I'm chilling, I'm in line, the line is moving, and I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm on my way to getting my Switch 2. And so, like, none of the employees are coming outside, mind you. They're just chilling inside, and they're handing out Switches, and people are just like getting their Switches and leaving. And I'm like, cool, all right. No, nothing is being said about what they're doing inside. So, as I'm waiting, I'm just chilling, and I'm just thinking to myself, wait a minute, I pre-ordered. Maybe I can just skip this line and just get my Switch 2. So I make a phone call, and while I'm making this phone call, the dude next to me gives me the dirtiest look, and I'm making the phone call, and they're just like, "Hi, GameStop, how can I help you?" or whatever. And I'm talking to them. I'm like, "Hey, I pre-ordered my Switch 2. Do I have to wait in line with these people that are waiting to buy their Switch 2?" And because most of them were, and they were like, yes, do have to wait, unless, did you get your receipt? And I was like, oh no, I left it at home. And they're like, oh no, the receipt that you're supposed to get when you got here? And I'm thinking to myself, what? I didn't get a receipt when I got here. Was I supposed to get a receipt when I got here? And I was like, no. And they were like, oh yeah, okay, then you do have to wait outside. And then somebody from inside comes out, and he starts saying, hey, whoever got here and got the receipt gets to be first in line when they call for you. Because there's like a little group number that you get when you get your receipt. Like if you're group number A, then you're gonna be front in the line, and B and whatever. So far, you just need to get your pre-order receipt. I didn't do that because nobody came out. None of the employees came out to say that. They just were inside waiting for the pre-order to start handing out Switch 2s. So I'm thinking to myself, fuck, there's gonna be a lot more people that are gonna be in front of me. And sure enough, as soon as I mentioned that, I was like, oh yeah, I didn't get my pre-order receipt, just a whole lot of people were like, oh, then I'm in front of you. Oh yeah, I'm in front of you as well. Okay, so just I had to back up like an extra 10 more feet just because I didn't get my pre-order receipt. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, cool. You know, the employees could have done better, but it's fine. I didn't go in and check with them. It's whatever. I'm still gonna get my Switch 2 in the end. So I'm still outside. I am waiting in line, and I am just chilling. I am now behind a group of 3. In this 3 is two guys and a woman, and they're just waiting to get their Switch 2, and I'm waiting there with them. Then in the distance you hear a car, like the car muffler break. Like, I don't know how to recreate it. It sounded like gunshots, actually. It was just like you just hear gunshots in the distance. It was just like, whoa, what the heck is happening? Like, the woman in front of me was obviously getting a little scared from the sounds that she was hearing. And I'm gonna die again. No, I'm not. I'm goated. And the car pulls up to the parking lot. Just hear the gunshots going off of the car. It's not actual gunshots. It's basically the car. There's a word for it. I don't remember the word because I'm not a car person. And so, you just hear it approaching, and then you hear the music inside the car, just very loudly being muffled out. Like you can, honestly, if you knew, you can hear what song would be playing, like lyric for lyric, even though the windows are rolled up, and you probably shouldn't be hearing what's going on in that car. And so, I'm just waiting. I'm chilling, and the car is passing by, loud with bass speakers and gunshot for a muffler, and I'm chilling. But the people in front of me were obviously just like getting a little scared, just like going like, oh my gosh, who just had pulled up to this GameStop at 11 o'clock at night? Oh my gosh, I wonder if it's gonna be like looters or something like that. And the woman, like the window was a little rolled down because it looked like somebody was looking for someone. And the woman was like, oh my gosh, I saw the person in that car with a ski mask on. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, it might be a looter. But in the also another thought in my head was just like, oh my gosh, I am now like 30 feet away from the front door. I'll be fine. I have distance to run if I need to. But he pulls up to the side of the building, on the other side of the building, and the dude walks in front of the door. There's a line on the side, and he walks in front of the door, and he starts looking at everyone. He's approaching down, looking at everyone. I don't have a clear eye shot of him, and he starts walking. You just hear him go like, you just see him walking down. Don't have a clear shot of him. I'm just seeing this guy walking down, and I'm looking at him, down to up. You see him. First thing you see is that he's wearing shoes. Of course, he's wearing shoes. It's cold out here, and also nobody's gonna be wearing sandals to this type of event. And he's wearing some clean clean pants. He's wearing some clean pants. And I'm just like, okay. Then I'm looking at his chest. He's wearing bicycle gear. And you might be wondering, what kind of bicycle gear? Well, the type of bicycle gear that you wear on a motorcycle, so when you accidentally like crash or something, then you have protection, because it's one of those body vests that they would wear. And I'm thinking to myself, whoa, that kind of looks like a body vest that you can get shot in and you'd be fine. That's crazy. And then I'm looking at his neck, and then I'm looking at his face, and sure enough, he has a ski mask on. And I'm thinking to myself, that ski mask looks a little fuzzy. It's not really those type of black ski masks you see in a cartoon when somebody's about to rob someone. Also, it's kind of pink. And then I look up to the top of his head. There's bunny ears on this man. And I'm thinking to myself, you're not gonna shoot up this place. You're not gonna rob this place. Your description looks like a toddler can recognize the description and say it, so you wouldn't do this in this clear parking lot with a line of people that have a clear shot of your face, and you're just looking at everyone while everybody's looking at you, sizing you up. And of course, the three people are shaking, they're scared a little, and I'm just chilling and go like, there is nothing to be scared about this guy. He is literally just looking at people. I bet he's just looking for somebody. And sure enough, he's looking around. I died. You know, I might just unalive myself so I can tell the story, because God, is it funny. And yeah, here, let me just, cool. And so he's looking up and down, and sure enough, he stops to the three people that are in front of me, and he's getting a close look. He's looking at this one guy in the trio, and he's like looking up and down, looking at his back, looking in front of him, looking at his eyes, and he's just like looking at him. And he notices that he's staring at the guy and that he's a little scared. So he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm looking for somebody." And he was like, "Uh-huh. Does he look like me?" And the guy in the ski mask was like, "Oh, kind of. He's wearing a Bowser backpack and with a glass eye." And sure enough, the dude in front of me is wearing a Bowser backpack. However, because he's in front of me and he's facing towards the door, I don't know if this guy has a glass eye. So I'm just wondering, I'm just like, huh, that's crazy. The fact that there's other people with a Bowser backpack during this night, that's crazy. Honestly, I thought this guy was just weird, but I guess it's a new fashion trend. And he was like, "Oh, but I don't think it's you." And he walks off. He goes to the front of the door. He goes inside. Like, he's not buying something, so it's fine if he just walks in and walks out while looking for somebody. But as soon as he walks in, the trio in front of me just each gave each other a look. And they're just like, "Yeah, no." And then they leave. They left to their car, drove off, and sure enough, the guy comes out and he gets into his car and drives off. And I'm looking in front of me in the line. I'm just like, huh. Well, that's 3 people that I don't need to worry about in this line. Because, oh my gosh, that was such a weird night that I was just like, huh, nice. I got my Switch too. And then I set it up that night. I called in sick the next morning, and I played Mario Kart for that day. Good times, good times. So, yeah, that was a great night, I guess. And yeah, that was like, part of me during that night was feeling a little depressed because there's a lot of people that were wearing the same things I would wear, but they looked unhealthy is the best way I can put it. Because I would look at somebody and they're just like wearing blue sweatpants and like I don't want to judge people. I don't judge. Like, you do you, man. Whatever you do, it's your life. Like, I have no reason to judge you. But like, in the other side of my back of my head, I'm like, I really hope I don't end up like that person. Because they're starting to bald at like when they look the age of 25, and they have some sort of acne problem. Their teeth are all crooked, and like most of their clothes are not like fitting them. They look like they live in their mother's basement, and I don't want to be like that. There's a part of me where I'm scared that if I continue to play games, the thing I love the most, oh my gosh, I might get emotional here. The thing I love the most, I'll turn into something I don't want to end up as. And it scares me a lot. It is honestly one of my worst fears to be part of play like this community of playing games and all that. And like half of my night that night was horrible because I would just look ahead of me and I would just be like, oh my gosh, these people are here for the same interest that I'm here for. And that killed my spirit of the Switch too, because I was just like, do I really want to play more video games in the Switch too? Because I was just like, I don't want to end up like these people. But if I continue to play games, I'll sometime down the road, I'll easily become one of these people. And it made me sad because I was just like, I'm doing nothing with my life when I'm playing games. I'm just wasting my time. I'm getting cared for when I can't care back. And it sucks, honestly. But this past month, I've been enjoying games more and more, where it takes that ideology and I'm just like, fuck off. like I'm in control of my life. If I play video games, it is because I want to. I have other stuff that I do in the background than play video games. This is my hobby. This is what I enjoy. Nothing can take that away from me. And I make sure I stick with that ideology. And I hope that it doesn't get the best of me. And when I look in the mirror, it's somebody that I'm proud of and somebody that I'm not proud of. And that it's not the person that all my parents hope that I'm not going to become. Even though they say, well, like, anything you do, we still love you. But in the back of my head, I'm just like, no, I can't do that. If I do this thing, then it's gonna disappoint them and all that. But it's whatever I choose to. It's whatever I want to do. And right now, what I'm doing is something I love to do. Because hell, I would not invest so much hour. I wouldn't invest a year if I didn't enjoy what I do. Maybe even an hour. Like, if I know I don't like something, I won't do it. It is one of my goals where I'm just like, if I don't want to do something, I don't do it. Like, for example, for my 18th birthday, I was going to buy a lottery ticket because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm old enough to buy a lottery ticket. And that week of my birthday, I was just like, I don't feel like it. I know I had this whole plan of buying a lottery ticket and maybe winning $1 million, but I was just like, that's a waste of money. I'm not gonna do it. And it's just like, it's those minor things where I'm just like, I have control of my life. I'm not gonna go buy that lottery ticket. I'm not going to go waste my time to do that, because that's not something fun that I would think I would do. I'm not gonna go buy a lighter and smoke a cigarette. Go buy a pack of cigarettes, not a smoke of cigarettes, a pack of cigarettes, because that honestly it looks like shit. And man, okay, I've already died from the map. Why am I still talking? But yeah, can't wait for what the month holds and where it leads me, because I'm still enjoying video games. Part of me wants to like hold back on them, but another part of me was like I love video games too much to give them up. If I ever give up video games, it would have to be for like the love of my life, or like for a child, to save a life or something. Because there's no way I would give up video games. Hell, actually no, not the love of my life. The love of my life would have to respect that I play video games for fun, and that whenever I have free time, it is going to go to video games. Because man, it's something I enjoy. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoy this. Maybe, I don't know. Goodbye, adios, sayonara, and yeah, until next time.